My emotionally manipulative boyfriend wants to be poly. We've been dating for 8 years, working together for 7 of those years. 5 of those we started our own business with another friend in 2020. My boyfriend's father catches the virus, beats it in January, transferred to a recovery home due to malpractice, passes away unexpectedly in March 2021. Boyfriend becomes distant for obvious reasons. I try to support him the best I can emotionally while running our business. Fast forward to October. He tells me he wants to go visit his friends at town over by himself. I think none of it. But seeing he's trying to get back to his lively self, I get a call around 5 about how angry will you be if I go do spooky stuff without you. I was a little upset since I felt left out, but said sure. He kept texting me until 10 saying he'd be home in a bit, then turns off his phone. He finally turns it back on at 7, makes an excuse about being too intoxicated to drive home and didn't feel like arguing. I'm livid, not to mention it was our anniversary weekend. We talked it through and moved on with the event in the back of my mind. November continued with him having weekends wanting to go out with friends but returning home on time. I couldn't shake my gut feeling. We go on a vacation, just the 2 of us out of the country. He passed out intoxicated from drinking with some strangers. I can't help myself and look through his phone. I miss you, wish you were here. My stomach dropped and I resist all urges to smother him in his sleep. I confront him the next morning since he was too intoxicated to function. He accuses me of ruining the vacation. Why now? I felt betrayed and angry. He promised to never contact her again. She meant nothing. Less than a week goes by and he tells me he needs to talk to her. They were just friends, he insisted. That they had connected over his father's death and she had been emotionally supporting him. I suggest us going to couples therapy. He immediately shoots it down. I told him to do whatever he wanted since he couldn't keep a simple promise with someone that meant nothing. I had fallen into a horrible depression and went to the doctor to get some meds before I hurt myself. A few weeks go by and he brings up he wants us to have an open poly relationship with her. Hell no. While it wasn't the first time he brought up an open relationship, the thought of her in my life revolted me. He continues to harass me for the next few months until I finally agree in June due to an ultimatum. Poly or I continue to cheat on you. I can't do monogamous. I immediately regretted opening the door. He begins spending more time with her, going on trips. We continue to distance. He begs me to meet her, to give her a chance. I do. Nothing changes. He finally realizes our business is not doing well due to his negligence, plans to start helping more and scheduling properly to assure we are all getting the proper time. Similar to how most people complain getting home late to stare at his phone really didn't count as spending time with me. I find out from a friend that he had taken her to dinner with friends, supposed to be a secret. I confront him over the phone since I'm out of town. He said it didn't mean anything, but I felt hurt. We talk it through before hanging up. He asks how mad will I be if I take her to see my uncle. I hang up on him, not wanting to continue to fight. He opened yet another door, now family. By September I had enough. I told him I was tired of being ignored, toxic, and depressed. He asked if I had found someone new. I just didn't want to continue being in a poly relationship with people that had betrayed me. I felt a third wheel in my own relationship. He begged me once again, new plan. I agree with the exception that we go to couples therapy. A month goes by, still no therapy. I've had enough and bring it up again. I wanted him out of my house. I wanted us to break up unless he left her. He brings up the reason he's with her is because I don't provide him with what he needs, to be desired and intimate. We'd always struggled with him in the past. Our drives are completely the opposite. We talk. We hash out a plan again. Final straw, her or me. I wanted to work on us, rebuild our relationship, find each other, be happy. He agreed but that it needed to be the next time he saw her, that he didn't want to do it over text. Okay, they had plans to go to Halloween. I show interest in what they are doing since he's going to be gone Friday, Saturday. He asks me if I want to come, that it would be nice if I get along with her. I snapped. It's been 2 months of me telling him I feel like I'm on thin ice over our situation. He said he didn't realize he had a timeline to break up with her. I asked him what would be a good date for him then. He said end of January after their cruise. I felt defeated. I asked him then he couldn't stay with me while he was with her, that he needed to find his own place. I'm done. I give up. I stared into space as he muttered these while packing. You are throwing me away. I'm sorry I exist. I didn't realize I meant nothing to you if I'm not with you. I'm leaving her too. Good luck tonight. I'm going to go cry myself to sleep. After a week I caved, let him back home. Couldn't stand him saying he was homeless. I feel empty now when I'm with him. I made it clear I didn't want the person who triggers my betrayal trauma in my life, but he's adamant. I won't like the next person he finds. We started talking again. Holidays coming up. She's upset since she's unsure how, if he's going to spend them with her. His birthday is coming up. Asked him what he wanted. Said it'd be nice if all 3 of us could get lunch or dinner. I told him if I did. To be 100% clear, still doesn't mean I want them in my life. I'd like to run away but feel trapped due to our business and life. I do still somewhat love him but right now I feel numb. If I let myself feel I know he's just going to hurt me. The constant roller coaster has been hell. I know I don't want poly, but it's hard to leave someone you've built a life with. Getting this off my chest has really helped. I don't have a support group to talk to. Trying to focus on myself and my journey. Been in therapy for a few months now. Time to focus on my health and my life. I don't want to come off as completely innocent. He did sit me down multiple times to talk about my lack of intimacy, but we never worked together to resolve this in the past. This problem has only gotten worse with everything above. I don't think I mind poly. I mind being in poly with people who have betrayed me. Nearly a decade into a relationship and you just now want to be poly. No way. That's just a sudden urge and not something he's been doing this whole time.